Today I'm going to go over why fat does not necessarily make you fat, and it's actually good for you in some ways. I mean, it's one of the macronutrients. It's not one you should try to avoid by any means whatsoever. But you need to sort of educate yourself on it. So I've got an article here. Fat doesn't necessarily make you fat, but this does. Sugar, well, not necessarily either, even if it's bad sugars. Okay, so yeah, it seemed to be in the 1950s, people seem to say that fat makes you fat and you should avoid it at all costs. So, but they still want to make the food taste good, so they add a lot of sugar into it. And yeah, I think the 1950s was kind of like the start of fast food, sort of gradually grew from there. But obviously, there's a lot more now than there was, say, 30 years ago. Yeah, there are some good fats here, such as naturally occurring dietary fats, such as those you might find in coconut oil, avocados, olive oil, nut, and fatty fish. Though I'm vegan, I don't eat fish, are actually good for you. Excuse me, begin avoiding fatty. Oh yeah. Trans fats, never have them. That's like hydrogenated fats. So yeah, it says here that they should never be consumed unless you're doing just the odd time, I guess. And that's probably bad for you. Back to sugar. Couple of the five faulty studies on fat with the economic boom in the convenience food industry in the 90s. Yeah, 90s. I'd say that was really when all that junk food came around. And consumers were inundated with exciting new products labels featuring like fat-free, diet 0%, heart healthy, and other gimmicking marketing lingo. Last thing is, it's not natural. I mean, people say that eating meat for humans isn't really natural. Yeah, they've got a good point there. I read something about the hunter-gatherers. They'd only really eat meat if there was no plant foods around. So they'd very rarely hunt and kill animals and actually eat them, from what I've read. And but at the same time, you have to think stuff like Sprite and all that stuff made in labs and that's not natural either. I mean, that's man-made. I mean, at least meat. I'm a vegan. I don't eat meat, but still, at least meat is sort of like more natural because the hunter-gatherers did eat it every now and then, though not often, from what I've read. So you just have to think of it that way. Okay, sugar not necessarily bad for you. Some sugar is good, some sugars are bad. Let's see, you've got some unhealthy people in this house. Got some Coca-Cola. Sugars in this are not good. See, look, was it carbonated water, sugar, colour, caramel, E150D, phosphoric acid, natural flavours, including caffeine. Yeah, that's not good for you. I'm no expert. I'm not really able to tell you what all those ingredients will do, but it's just it's not good for you. So it says here, when you start your day with a frappuccino or blueberry scone, you've missed the opportunity to eat a nutrient-dense meal like eggs. Well, I won't agree. I'm vegan, so I think eggs are high in cholesterol. Or a plant-based smoothie. Yeah, next, sure doesn't fill your appetite here, satisfy your appetite, and often leaves you hungrier an hour later than before you ate. Naturally occurring fats do the opposite. Eating healthy fat not only satisfies your appetite, it contributes to healthy organs and glowy skin. That's the thing. It's all about just good fats. If you're vegan, don't try to avoid fat. Just go for the good fats. The plant fats. You get fats from rice, pasta. You get fats from nearly everything. And I'd recommend going for some of the other fats like nuts and seeds and certain oils as well. It's all about trying to get the fats macronutrient. Even the Kenyans, I saw a study there. 13% of their diet is fat. That's low fat, but it's not no fat. They don't try to avoid it. The diet is high in carbs, and yeah, carbs are very good, but still, you need to get the protein and the fats in as well. Though the good thing about plant foods is generally there's a mix of the whole thing. Like when meats, you only get like what? Like protein, and you get bad fats, and that's it. For most plant products, you get a good mix. You get more of a mix, like generally, like the nuts, for example, you get good fats, a lot of protein, not a lot of carbs, but you get some carbs from it. Like, let's see, these are sort of like processed nuts. Look at the ingredients; they're pretty healthy actually. Like they got dried garlic, they've got onion, herbs in them. Carbs 7.2 per 100 grams. That's not much, but still some. It's an all-rounder. So yeah, just think about that. Even if you are vegan, you're not avoiding fat and protein, which is it's a good thing. I mean, you don't avoid it. Okay. Remember, 3 macronutrients. So I think carbs, yeah, they're you need most of your diet should come from carbs, but fat, protein has to be in there too. Okay, excess sugar can spike your blood sugar out of the normal healthy range. Yeah, so people say sugar is bad. It's not necessarily bad. Some sugars are bad, some sugars are good. Too much sugar is bad, too little sugars are bad. Right amount, yeah, in and around the right amount. Yeah, that's good. Having insulin up and down, often referred to as a high glycemic roller coaster, which can cause you to feel even more hungry, have mood swings, hangry. Anyone? What do you mean hangry? Don't know what they mean by that. Store excess fat and worse, lead to metabolic syndrome and even type 2 diabetes. Some research now even shows that sugar is highly addictive, and some sugars are calling it the new nicotine. Well, I don't think it's that addictive, to be honest. I have no problem avoiding it. Well, avoiding bad sugars. I mean, I'm hardly going to avoid the good sugars. I'm hardly going to avoid sugar altogether. If I did that, I'd probably be dead. Okay, because when you consume carbs, your body breaks down into sugars. You just have to remember that carbs equals sugars generally. Though carbs are generally better than white sugar and all that crap. Not all sugars are created equal. Yeah, so sugar combined with fiber to slow down its absorption, as well as good for you antioxidants that contribute to your overall health. It's not the same as eating a cookie that has the same amount of sugar. Yeah, it's just have to think about that. It's not just the amount of sugar. Avoid sugar. No, don't. It's not natural, is it now? It's like going for a run, staring at the GPS watch the whole time. It's not natural. Okay. The World Health Organization recommends about 25 grams or less of added sugar a day. In comparison, a can of soda has about 40 grams. A typical store-bought granola bar has about 10 to 20 grams. Oh, Jesus, I don't eat granola bars anymore because they've got honey in them. And vegan now. I thought I was vegan for a long time, and I was thinking honey was fine, but later I found out that honey's not fine, so I cut that out. Because I guess we don't want to contribute to bees going hungry or anything. They need to eat too. Get the sugars in. Okay, sugar hides in mysterious places, even flavoring tasty foods. You already know the obvious places. Here are some of the basic culprits of added excess sugar: canned or jarred pasta sauce, ketchup and other condiments, bread, even whole wheat, gluten-free snacks, crackers, even rice crackers, canned soup, salad dressing, snack bars, energy drinks, takeout food. To be honest, I used to eat a lot of granola bars. I don't think it made much of a difference on me. I don't know. I guess that's because I exercise more. I can take in more, but I certainly don't think you should be drinking Sprite or Fanta or anything like that. I don't think that is the best. I think after training, you better off just go for the fruit like the Kenyan soups. Get your sugar then, the good sugars with the antioxidants. So drink more water, especially before snacking. Yeah, sugar cravings can be an indication of dehydration. If you need to sweeten something, use a natural sweetener. Eat enough at mealtime. Reach for protein, healthy fats, and fiber foods, especially for breakfast. Yeah, it says organic eggs though. As a vegan, I'm not going to do that. Always read the label. Yeah, I generally do that. Actually, by accident, I remember bought a Cambridge bread, and I was eating it for a while, and then I looked at. I thought I was vegan at this stage, but I looked at the ingredients: 38% buttermilk. So yeah, I had to cut that out. If you want to be vegan, you really need to know what you're eating. Make your own food as much as possible. Yeah, that's a good idea. So this is my video for today. The Irish phone order. Do you feel like recipe? Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you later.